Hello students, welcome to today's English class. I am Bangla Bharati, Associate Professor of English, working in Vivekananda Government Degree College, Vidyanagar, Hyderabad. And today, 19th of July 2020, this English class is going to be about jam sessions. What are jam? How does it help you in improving your fluency of language? All these things we are going to discuss. And let me show you my PowerPoint. I made a small PowerPoint. Okay, just a minute. What do you mean by just a minute? So this is usually used or technique used for the interviewers to see how your fluency is. Now, just a minute means how long? How did it start? And what is the benefits of this just a minute? As students, what are you expected to do it here? One second, let me make it full screen so that you'll be able to see it better. Yeah, okay. So just a minute is used to develop speaking skills, and it also used to test your fluency of language, how you present yourselves or a particular topic in a given time. That time is only 1 minute. What you can do in 1 minute. So just a minute. We have heard this many times. Wait a minute, just a minute, I'll come in a minute. Let's start in a minute. Hold on for a minute. So this minute we have heard in our day-to-day lives from so many of them, right? In the kitchen, if you say, can you help me wash these vessels? If your mother asks you, you will say, just a minute, mother. I'm reading a very interesting story. I'll join you in just a minute. Okay, this is a very common term. Here, I'm coming. 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I'll be back. These are the words which we use in our home. In the library, for example, if you go and ask the librarian, excuse me, do you have any books about legends or historians or maybe Abdul Kalam's works on Abdul Kalam? The librarian will say, just a minute, let me check it for you. And that minute he will check the computer and he'll say, yes, we have several books on legends. Here, they are in this particular section. Then you will say, let me write the titles down. Oh, just a minute. I just dropped my pencil. Let me pick it up. So we use this just a minute as a phrase in our day-to-day conversation. On the playground, Susie says, Mary, can we take a break? Mary says, why? Susie will say, I forgot to turn in my homework to Miss Lee, the teacher. I'll be back in a minute. So I'll be back in a minute. I'll be right back. The class is going to start. Where are you? Where are you going? Madam, I'll be back in a minute. This is what we usually hear in the classrooms and in the colleges. So what is this talking for a minute? JAM, jam sessions, they mean just a minute. That is, you have to talk for a minute. What is it? It is jam. How long is a minute? 1 minute, as we all know scientifically, it is 60 seconds will make 1 minute. But how long is this 60 seconds? Let's do a small activity, okay? Now what we'll do is, we'll see how long is this just a minute, okay? The thing is, I'll ask you to close your eyes. You have to close your eyes. Exactly after 1 minute, that is after 60 seconds, I'll ask you to open your eyes. When I say start, you will close your eyes and you will try to prepare a speech about introducing yourselves. So when the minute starts and your eyes are closed, what you have to do? Mentally start introducing. What is my name? Where do I come from? Which college do I study? What are my hobbies? Who are my friends? What kind of a person I am? Think of as many sentences as possible. Mentally make a note of point number 1, 2, 3, 4. And when I say time up, you stop. And then you will make the number of points you have thought of. So what is it that you're going to do? When I say start, you have to close your eyes first. And when I say start framing your sentences in English about self-introduction, introducing your own selves. And when I say stop, that's when you stop and you will see how many points you have come up with, how many you have thought of. Okay, shall we do this activity? Now, when I say start, you have to close your eyes. First, you close your eyes. Done? Okay. Now, here we go. 1, 2, 3, start. It's almost the time. It's almost, you're ending 1 minute. Stop. Okay. What did you see? 1 minute is very long. How many sentences could you think of to prepare your self introduction? Maybe 7, 8, 10. If you're really fast, you have already done this before, then maybe some 20 sentences. So 1 minute is a long time to make a good impression. So jam sessions, just a minute, you're called onto the stage and they'll give you a topic then and there, no preparation, nothing. You have to speak about that in 1 minute. 1 minute is a lot of time. You might think, as a person who is sitting on the other side, for you, when you're presenting, 1 minute finishes just like that. But the people who are observing you, the interviewers, or people who are testing you, the panel members, they will find it very long and they'll quickly find all the faults. So just a minute is a very long time. And if you use it well, you will make the right kind of impression. Now, how did this all start? What is it all about? It is an all around fun event if you think of it. It involves extempore speaking. Then and there, impromptu, you have to speak and use correct use of grammar, proper diction. There should be clarity in your speech, and it is all about control of your mind over mouth. The panelists, that is, the students, are challenged to speak for 1 minute on any given subject. You won't get any time to prepare beforehand. And how should you do it? What are you tested for? No repetitions, no hesitation, no deviation from the topic. Remember these three uh, principles. How did it all start? Where did this begin from? It all started as a radio game show on the BBC. Just a Minute was a panel game show. It was a comedy show. It was first transmitted on radio on 22nd of December 1967 after the station launched, and it became so popular that it went on to, from radio show, it went to a TV show, from there internet show, and from there it came to the education system where candidates are asked to speak for 1 minute, and based on their 1 minute's performance they are selected for the job or rejected for the job. So jam is used as a filtering process. For any job interviews, first you write an exam. If you are qualified, then you have to face the jam session. After that, group discussion, or after the written test, group discussion, and then the personal interview. So group discussion or jam, they become filtering points, a test that you have to take. It all started, the jam program was started by Ian Messiter, who was a producer, and Nicholas Parsons, who passed away last year, this year in Jan 2020 Jan, he passed away. He was the host for almost 52 years. Imagine what a long run it was. Okay. How did Ian Messiter think of this idea? It all started by daydreaming in the class. Yes, we all do that, right? Whenever you are in the class, suddenly you are physically present but mentally absent, mind is elsewhere, and the teacher catches you at the right moment. What does the teacher tell you? Where are you? Are you present? Are we on the same page? Are you in this class or roaming around? Come on, back to the class. Hello, hello. The teacher will tell you. No, if you say, no, madam, I'm actually in the class, I'm focusing, then there'll be a test. Okay, tell me, last month, 1 minute, what did I say? Repeat it. That's where you will be caught. So Ian Messiter also used to daydream a lot in his school days. And his history teacher, Pavikal Tari Jones, used to catch him daydreaming in the class. And he used to instruct him to repeat everything the teacher had said just the previous minute, without hesitation or without repetition. And when Ian Messiter thought of this particular incident in school and that history teacher, he thought, why not I start a game show like this? That's how the game show Jam began, just a minute. So what are the important points? Initially, it was without hesitation and repetition. But Mesiter added another rule, that is no deviation. You should not hesitate, you should not repeat, but then you should also not deviate from the topic that is given to you. So, throughout the half century of history, the show had, in its addition to the popularity in UK, it developed an international fan following through its broadcast on the BBC World Service. And more recently, it went on to the internet. You can watch the back episodes or the bygone episodes, old episodes, if you log into the BBC World Service radio website. Okay. Now, what are these 3 points? Repetition, hesitation, and deviation. Repetition means repeating the same word or a phrase or a sentence or an idea based on common words like as, and everything. If you keep on repeating the same thing, you will be disqualified. I mean, in the game show. Hesitation. Hesitation is watched very strictly. Even if you pause for 2 or 3 seconds before you continue the topic, that will give you negative points. So you cannot hesitate, you cannot repeat, and you cannot deviate also. Deviating is deviating from the subject. Topic is something, you are speaking on something else, you are disqualified. So you should not deviate from the subject, the truth, or the logic. You are not allowed, but leaps into surreal. Sometimes, if the topic is like that, it is allowed, but most of the times, deviation will disqualify. So, what are the points to remember for jam sessions? As we talked about it in the beginning of the class, jam sessions, if you do it on a regular basis every day, your fluency will improve. You will be able to speak eloquently, very fluently, and that will come with only practice. So, how should you begin? What are the points you should remember in mind? Use simple vocabulary. Try to avoid long sentences and high five words with complex vocabulary. Don't do all that. Keep it very, very simple. And interviewers usually look for simple English and content. Content is more important, and the presentation is also very important. They will look for what is the content. Are you really speaking some valid points, or are you just playing with words here and there? So, content is important. In the same way, while presenting the content, what is your grammar? How is your pronunciation? How is your sentence formation? Are you maintaining eye contact? How is your body language? Are you tensed, shifting from one leg to the other leg, or standing on one side, relaxed, or spine not erect? How is your body language, and how is your entire appearance, the countenance? This creates the first impression, and we all know the saying, first impression is the best impression. So, the rule of thumb or the final point is, the more you practice, the better your performance will be in a jam session. Okay, simple vocabulary, content, pronunciation, sentence formation, body language, eye contact, and more practice. Now, how do you prepare for a jam session? Jam sessions or group discussions, they come in the final year. But first year, first semester onwards, you should start preparing yourselves for that final day. I mean, if you want to really improve your spoken language, if you really want to speak fluently, start preparing from day one. From today itself, you start. And in the last 2 classes, we thought that we will read the newspapers every day, read very loudly for 2 minutes. Starting with 2 minutes, it will go on to 5 minutes. And when you sleep in the night, you have to at least read for half an hour and then go to bed. And you will start writing. Write very well. Keep on writing, either free writing or on whatever you read in the newspaper or watched on the TV. You want to write your opinion, write it on pieces of paper. So, writing practice, reading practice is done. Now, preparing speaking practice will start from day one. Start with 30 sessions, 30-second sessions. 30 seconds, what can you speak? That you can remember or count. 30 seconds, keep a stopwatch and start reading. How many sentences you have completed in 30 seconds? Maybe 6 or 8 sentences. So start with self-introduction with basic points. My name, The place I come from, the place I work. Enough. 30 seconds is over. Then you go on to increase your speed, add more points, and from 30 seconds, you go on to increase it to 1 minute. Most of you, when we ask you to give self introduction, you will by heart a template and you will start saying, myself so and so. That is a very wrong way to start. Instead, you say, my name is so and so, or I am so and so. Like, my name is Bangla Bharati, or I am Bangla Bharati. So, I am or my name. Don't say myself. Okay? That's not an accepted way, but most of the Indian students do it. And don't try to by heart your self introduction or examples. Blindly you learn by heart it, and you just parrot it out. You kind of throw it on the people without thinking, without any intonation, without any feeling. Okay, that is at the first stage, beginner stage. But as you move on into the first year, you can't by heart and say it. It's not learn by rote and then say it out. Not that. It has to come with good thought. So you have to, what you have to do is do a know yourself activity. So first semester you have to write your entire profile. Draft a personal profile. It should have every information about you. Then, I mean, what kind of information? Who are you? What's your name? What's your family background? Where were you born? Who first held you when you were born? Who saw you first? Who gave you your name? What does your name mean? Which locality do you stay? What is that place famous for? Know about your hometown and what kind of family you come from. Who all lives in your family? Is it a joint family or is it a nuclear family? Are there any grandparents? Is it an extended family? Or if you live in a village, what kind of village? What kind of area do you live? And what kind of people are there? So everything about your entire family background, upbringing, your school, your high school, your junior college, and then to degree college. The entire life of 16 or 17 years, you have to make a profile, what you did, where you did, and also your experiences, like what makes you happy, what made you sad, what were your achievements, when was it that you felt very happy when you passed your 10th class or junior college inter first year. You must have felt very happy, right? Or if you have scored very less, that's when you felt depressed. So what were the things that made you happy, what were the things that made you a little sad or depressed? So all these details you have to draft, make a personal profile. If you know what you are, then it is easy to talk about yourself and you can tell about yourself to the others. So next activity is write a personal profile so that you know who you are. You know what is it that you want in life. You know what your aims are. You know what your weaknesses are. You know what your goals are. You know what your needs are, what your dreams are. And then that becomes easy for you to tell or talk about your own self. Then the next step is, after you come into the college, you introduce yourself to your friend. You will introduce your friend to the class or the group. This is the second step. So first step of preparation for speaking fluently or to attend the jam session successfully in the final year, you start in the first year starting with 30-second sessions with self introduction. Don't by heart, do it using your thought. Now, tips for self introduction. First, state your name very clearly. Don't rush it. I'm da, 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 da. If you say that, nobody will understand. I am Suresh. I am Naresh Kumar. I am Praveena Rani. Whatever it is, you have to state that name very clearly, slowly, and powerfully. And you have to place yourself. Where are you from? Which place? Which college? What is your position? What is your student age? Are you the first year student, second year student? And what is your background? Then for fluency practice, self introduction is over. Now what will you do at home? Every day you have to start practicing speaking, 1 minute speaking. So pick up a item in the classroom, the board, the fan, the light, tube light, or the pen, and start. Put a stopwatch and start speaking about it. Impromptu. What is it? How is it? What do you do with it? What is the utility? What kind of pen is this? What are its uses? What are its disadvantages? How people misuse it? All these things in 1 minute you have to start speaking. So you want to speak, you need content. Content comes from reading. By reading and doing a lot of research, content will come. If you have matter, then you will be able to speak, or then you will be able to present. If you don't have any matter, what will you speak? It is blank. Your mind becomes blank. So from today on, you will start speaking every day about anything. You pick up whatever items are there at home. You start at home. Dedicate 5 minutes to choose any topic to think, gather information on a topic, then get ready for a 1 minute presentation. It is a slow process, but a steady and successful process if you start from day one, that is today. Another way of choosing it, you know your alphabet A to Z, right? So start saying in your mind A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, and ask somebody to say stop. Start and stop. When they say stop, which letter did you stop? On that letter, anything on that you have to start. Say you have stopped at J. Okay, J. J is juice. J is the letter which connects you. What reminds you? What is on top of mind? When I say J, what all came into your mind? Jealousy, jaggery, juice, jumble, joker. All words come, right? You start picking up and start describing those words. This is one way of doing it. And what topics are usually asked for jam sessions? Whatever are trending in the newspapers, whatever is trending on the internet, whatever is on the top recall. So what happened today? These many corona cases have increased. What happened in the morning? There was a COVID positive case next door. So they are in quarantine, we are in quarantine. So whatever is the trending topics at the top of the mind, they will be asked for jam sessions also. They include current affairs, local affairs, global affairs, general topics like anytime, any season. Describe about the seasons or describe about global warming. Talk about students' involvement in Haritaharam. Talk about Swachh Bharat, the need for it. It could be social, political, economic, factual, very rarely controversial or abstract. Controversial topics or abstract topics will be asked at a higher level, not at the student level. But it's better to be prepared for everything. So how do you start talking for just a minute? You can start from home today itself. Talk about your favorite sport. Now, these questions which I'm going to give you in some 20 questions or 20 topics, they are all-time topics. What is your favorite sport? Cricket, volleyball, hockey, caroms, indoor sports, indoor games, or you like football, soccer? Based on that, you talk for 1 minute on the sport. What is it? When did you start liking it? And who is your favorite player? Why do you like it? What are the advantages, disadvantages that you see in practicing this sport? Like that, you can go on for a minute. You can also talk about what you did last weekend, what you did on this last Sunday. Now, today is anyways, tomorrow is going to be a Sunday. This Saturday and Sunday are called weekends. What you did this weekend, what are you going to do? What you did last week, last Saturday and last Sunday. And you can talk about this weekend. What are you going to do today and tomorrow? What are your plans? What do you plan to do? How do you plan to spend? These are all topics which come from your day-to-day life, which are a part of your life on which you can speak for a minute. And you can also speak about your favorite film, movie of all times. It could be black and white, color, old cinema, new cinema, next generation cinema, crime fiction. There is so much to talk about a favorite film or favorite movie. You can talk about your family. Who all stays with you in your house? Are there any grandparents? Who else is there? Who are you close to? With whom do you always fight? Is it with your sister, with your brother, with your mother, or with your father or grandfather? Who do you have that fighting or always you fight like cats and dogs? That's what parents say, right? Who do you gel well with? Who don't you gel well with? These are all points you can talk about. These are all could be points to improve your jam sessions. And you can talk about your favorite food. Food is always everybody's favorite, right? In that food, what is your favorite item? What kind of food do you like? If you like any dish that is your favorite, do you know how to make it? Why do you like a particular food? Why do you like a particular fruit or a particular dish? Either it is a non-vegetarian item, is it meat, fish, or a pure vegan vegetarian item? You can speak a lot when it comes to food. And I am sure most of you are foodies. You will love eating food. That's what youngsters do. We all love food, different kinds of food. You can talk for a minute about your favorite food. Then you can talk about your best friend. Who's your best friend? Who have you been besties with from childhood? In school days, primary school, somebody will be there. High school, somebody else will be there. School friends are different. When you come to inter junior college, those friends are different. But then at the degree level, the friends you make, they are different. They most of the times, the friends you make at the school level, they stay with you for life till death do us apart. That kind of friendship. And most of the friendships that you make at a professional level, they are professional friends. They will stay for a time and go. But from childhood, whoever is your best friend, you can talk about your best friend for a minute. And you can also talk about your favorite day of the week. Some people like Sundays, some like Mondays, some people like Thursdays better because somehow for some reason they feel weekend is nearing and half of the week is over. So kind of relaxed. So what is your favorite day of the week? Do you have any or you don't? On the if you have, talk about that. If you don't, even about that you can talk for a minute. You can talk about your last vacation. After COVID times have struck, people are not moving in groups. All vacations, travels, journeys, they've all come to a standstill. No journeying, no traveling. It's kind of restricted our life. So when was the last time you went on a vacation? To which place? With whom? Where was that? Was it to a beach? Was it to your hometown? Did you go camping? Did you go? Do you have any memories of it? Did you take a lot of pictures, photographs? Or was it to a seashore? Or did you go to a river rafting? Where did you go? So, what was your last vacation? Was it to a temple town? Was it on some yatra? Write the entire thing. You can write and you can also speak for a minute. These are all topics I'm giving you, which will help you to practice or think about and prepare for your jam sessions. You can also talk for a minute about something that you don't like doing. Yeah, when your mother calls you to help her with dishes, washing clothes or doing dishes, you just don't like it. Especially on a Sunday afternoon or a Saturday evening, when somebody gives you some kind of additional work, almost tears will come well up in your eyes. And if there's your favorite TV show, game show, and somebody says, you come and do it, help me, you will just not like doing it. So, what are the things that you don't like to do? Waiting for somebody, going out on COVID times, or staying indoors because students I know they'll be moving out a lot, going to college in a bus, coming back, traveling here, there to the market. Most of you are mobile, right? But during this period, you are at home, locked down, not able to move out. So definitely you don't like this, or some of you might love it also. So, what is it that you don't like doing? What is it that you like doing? Or you can talk for a minute about yesterday. How was your day yesterday? Or how do you expect your tomorrow to be? So any topic under the sun can be a topic for you to speak for a minute to improve your fluency. You can also talk for a minute about your hobbies. When you were a child, what were your hobbies? Do you used to paint, sketch, draw, skate, play music? Did you learn music? Did you learn any sport? Or did you learn any fashion designing? Or what are your hobbies? What do you do? What kind of books do you read? What kind of songs do you sing? Do you have any photography hobby? Do you take photographs? Do you take pictures? Some people have a hobby of uploading everything on the Facebook, or some have this hobby of making TikTok videos, right? TikTok is quite popular, but now it is banned in India. But there are alternatives also, some TikTok videos or all these things. People, students usually do it. So what is your hobby? You, what are your hobbies? At least you can speak for a minute about it. When did it start? How is it? How do you enjoy? What all did you do? So it covers a lot of content. You can talk about your hometown. What is your native place? What is your hometown? There is always something special about that place that you're born, or that place that you're attached to, the place that has become your home now. You can speak about that for a minute. Another topic is you can talk about your home itself. Where is it? Where's your house? Where is it? How do you live there? What kind of people are your neighbors? Who all do you like? What is the specialty that you like about your home? In your home, what is that particular space that you like? Is it your room? Is it the TV room? Or is it the kitchen? Or is it the platform near the kitchen where your mother makes dosas and she gives it directly onto the plate and you can sit there and eat? Is that your favorite place? Or what is your favorite place in the home? So you can talk about your home also. You can talk about your favorite animals, or at least two or three, your pet animal or your favorite animals. I always had a desire that when I grow up, not that I'm very small now, when I grow up, I had a fancy of having an elephant as a pet. Imagine. So that's a childhood fancy. So, what was your childhood fancy? What did you think, when I grow up, I'll have this animal as my pet? So, you have some ideas. All these could be topics for you to speak for a minute about. And talk for a minute about your daily schedule. British pronounce it as schedule, Americans pronounce it as schedule. So 1 minute about what is your daily routine, what do you do from morning to evening, on that you can speak. Now self-introduction, how you do as a jam activity. Talk about yourself, your background, what is your interest, what is your passion, what is your goal, what are the things that interest you, what drives you to excel, what is that personal goal you want to achieve by staying in this first year on this college on this particular group. And you can share your personal details, like what are your hobbies, what are your pet peeves, and what is it that you share in common with your classmates or your group, or is there something else that you find it common with anybody else in your class. This is all you can do it for jam activity at the starting level in the first classes. For a preparation, what all the topics we have discussed earlier, now talking about the hometown, home, family, sport, film, today, tomorrow, weekends, favorite day of the week, favorite food, all these can be used for you to prepare. So mentally do this every day. Pick up one topic, start speaking. Or you can do something else also. That is, you can ask your mother or your sister, whoever is at home, okay, they will say start and you will talk. Then you say start, they will talk for 1 minute. So you can ask your mother, what was her childhood like? Okay, mom, your time starts now. Then she will start speaking, and halfway she'll say, leave it, it's all over. You say, no, 1 minute is not over. Continue, say something else. Like that, you train your parents or people at home to train you so that you speak for 1 minute constantly. Now, how do you do this? What are the suggestions? What are the things that you have to check for when you're doing this jam session? Make sure when you do a presentation, it should not be very casual. It should not be conversational. You're not speaking to somebody. Conversation is something where you say something, there's a response from the other side, somebody receives it and says something. For that, again, you respond, and again, like that, it's a two-way process. But jam sessions are always one way. That is, only you speak for a minute, the other person will only give marks or judge it. So don't make it conversational. Don't ask questions to the judges who are sitting there. Okay, so I think this. So what do you think? What do you think? No, they are here to know what you think. You can't ask them questions, right? So, and many students have this tendency to use filler words like so, um, ante, adi, which, so, and so. They keep on repeating when speaking in English. They might not do it deliberately, but subconsciously, that's where you are thinking a lot. So that comes out subconsciously. You're doing it in the mind, but you don't know that you're doing it. So by practicing every day, make sure you check on that particular aspect. And I said, don't ask questions to the audience or the panel members. And you remember, when in the final year the jam sessions happen, you have just 1 minute, and that will decide your career. So don't experiment with that 1 minute. Even in the college competitions, Yuvatarangam competitions, you have elocution, speaking on a particular topic for say 3 minutes or 4 minutes or 5 minutes. Use that 5 minutes completely. Don't divert from the topic. Don't ask questions to the audience or the judges. Use that time given to you. Properly plan it and present. Mock sessions. So the more you practice, the better you'll be able to speak. So have jam sessions in your class, with your friend, with your group, with your classmates, or at home. And when you do it, record it. Record it on your mobile phone. Record it on your phone so that 1 minute later, you will listen to it again. You will know what your faults are, what are the weak areas, where you went wrong. If you have spot the fault, that means you've got it. You spot it, you got it. That means you will be able to improve in future. At college or at home, your teacher will give corrections. And some of you, like in my experience, I've seen some students who have lots of content. They have so much information, so many points they have to speak. They are very good with essay writing. But when it comes to speaking, they fumble. They just can't put it in a proper order. And there are some set of students who are very good with speaking, but they don't have any ideas, they don't have any content. They're only good at speaking, writing is bad, and especially for a jam session, there is no content. And this eloquence or fluency is not entirely innate. It's not an inborn quality. We all can have it. We all can practice it. We all can get it, but with considerable practice. What are the do's and don'ts for a jam session? Do's are: open the topic with a rhetoric question. You are expected to speak non-stop. Use simple and short sentences. Speak minimum for 1 minute. It could go for 1 minute, 20 seconds, or 1.5 minutes. And when you are giving a presentation, look at everybody casually so that their attention is on you. They are not busy with their cell phones or they're not looking elsewhere. So to get everybody's attention, look at everyone that is there before you. And you need to use your body language or gestures and see that whatever gestures, hand gestures you make, it shouldn't raise above the shoulder level. Above the shoulder level, your hands or the gestures shouldn't go. It's only till the, like a news TV presenter, only till the half bust size. Here itself, your hands or gestures should be there. And smile. When you smile, you have won the competition. That is the best makeup you can wear for anything in life. Your jam session, classroom presentations, seminars, smile and stand erect straight back and modulate your voice. Voice modulation is also very, very important. And speak at a moderate speed. You are not expected to speak non-stop like the radio jockeys. They do it, but half their speed is practiced over the period of time. So sometimes if the speed is too much, the other person will not be able to understand what you're speaking. So it shouldn't be very fast, it shouldn't be very slow, it should be moderate so that the other person listens and he can understand what you're trying to say. And what kind of language should you use? Your language should be accurate, free from grammatical mistakes. It should be direct, clear, and precise to the point. It's better to use simple and definite language. Use of long sentences without full stops, without comma, that should be avoided. And don't use jargon or slang, which is not acceptable in a professional field. You can speak mama, kaka, chicha, macha, and all that with your friends, but in a classroom, in a college setup, using that on the stage, addressing in a jam session where your teachers are also sitting, don't use that kind of a jargon so that other group members don't understand it. So don't use that kind of a language. So there are many, many sample videos available online, which are from different colleges. People have done jam sessions, have posted it on the YouTube, on their college websites. So my suggestion is watch all those. Then you will understand how at a professional level, at an interview level or at a filtration level, what kind of format do they follow? What kind of topics are asked? How did these children do it? And how can you improve your skills to following the format? These are the other online sources. You can take a screenshot of this on your mobile phone. If you're watching it on mobile, take a screenshot. There is a lot of material available on the internet. Okay. So this is about your jam session. Thank you, dear students, for really being here. With today's session, here we end it. So jam session, it's a test for your fluency. You can improve it by speaking every day on a particular topic. To speak fluently, you should also listen to a lot of English. So listen to as many videos as possible. There is a lot of information on the British BBC website. If you log into a YouTube channel of the BBC also, you have these back episodes of jam sessions. See how they are doing it. It is meant to be a comedy show in the West or in the UK, England, but then it came to India and it is now used as the decisive evaluation or testing pattern to see how your fluency is, how well you are able to present, how well you are able to present the content. Do you have substance in you? Do you have the subject matter in you? Or you're just only sound, only words you're playing around with. So this is very, very decisive. Every day, practice for 1 minute, keep a stopwatch and speak on any topic. Start with the everyday things you find at home. Then move on to the better topics or standardized topics. Read a lot of newspapers, do a lot of reading. So wish you good luck and I hope to see you tomorrow again on Monday with another session of another speaking class. Till then, stay safe, stay home and keep learning. Happy learning.